Hello everyone. Now we will go for another change request in the sales order report. And yes, I received so many requests that in this particular sales order report, can we go for a functionality in which there is a requirement to update the custom table? So we will go for same to same kind of requirement in our sales order report itself. Yes, we will go for a functionality in which we have to insert the records to the custom table. And yes, you will learn so many things into this particular change request also. Now, we all know what is change request. Word itself is suggesting. Change request means any kind of change in the existing process based upon the customer request. Based upon the customer request, we will go for a additional change into the existing process that is called as change request. Now, firstly, we will go for same to same process. Firstly, customer will provide the business requirement document. Functional will prepare the functional specification. Technical will prepare the technical specification. And then we will go for the particular development. Now, what customer is saying? Customer provided the business requirement document. But customer is saying the sales order report must have the provision to invalidate the line items. What customer is saying, customer want a additional functionality into the sales order report which has the provision to invalidate the line items. Suppose if I will go for sales order report, this is our sales order report which we developed. I will run. Now suppose we are putting some date. We are getting 4 records. For order number 77, we have 2 line items. For order number 78, we have 2 line items. What customer is saying, this report must have a provision to invalidate the line items. Suppose in the order number 77, we have steel is there, we have test 4 is there. In order number 78, we have test 4 is there, steel is there. Suppose customer is saying, for order number 77, I do not want to go for test 4. For order number 78, I do not want to go for steel. And this is real project. This is real just example. Suppose you ordered 2 things. Suppose you ordered tea and coffee is not in the stock. So they will cancel the particular line item for the coffee. Same thing is here. Customer want to invalidate the line items. If that particular thing is not in the stock, yes, how you will get those particular thing. So suppose customer is saying, yes, the customer will select the lines and there will be a invalidate button. It means that particular line item is invalidated, means that is not the part of the order. We are excluding from the order itself. So customer want a additional functionality to invalidate the line items. Now, whenever the customer will invalidate the line items, they will not appear in the report and the layout. Suppose customer will invalidate these 2 line items. Whenever customer will click on to invalidate button, these 2 line items will not display in the report. And whenever we will click on to Smart Form or Adobe Form, they will not even display in the layouts. It means in the layout, this line item and this line item will display. So if something is invalidated, it means those should not come in the output. So it means whenever customer will select the line items and click on to invalidate button, it means those line items are not required in the report and they should not display in the layout as well. Now, what is the third point? There must be a backup of invalidate line items with the date, time, and user. And this is what real project is. If customer invalidated the line items, it should not be the case they permanently deleted. No, there must be a backup of these line item. If in the future customer want to check, yes, for this particular order we simply canceled these line items, yes, so there must be a backup, and we will store with the date, time, and user. Suppose today we invalidated two line item, so we will store the today's date also, at what time we invalidated and which user invalidated. So we will store each and every information. So what is the business requirement document? If I will summarize, customer want a additional functionality to invalidate the line items. Invalidate means customer do not want in the report, so they will not appear in the report and they will not appear in the layouts as well. But whenever customer will invalidate, the backup should be there for those line item, because in the future customer wants to check, customer might check that data, and this is what real project is. So based upon this business requirement document, now it will pass on to the functional person. Now functional will prepare a functional specification. I prepared a new copy. I have not touched the existing document. Now add an additional button to invalidate the rows. It means we will add a button here. What is the name of the button? To invalidate the rows. Whenever user will select the rows and click on to invalidate button, the invalidate rows will not appear in report also, smart form also, Adobe form also. But the invalidate rows will be stored in one custom table. It means we will create a custom table, and in that custom table we will store those line items. Suppose simple example, user is invalidating this line item and this line item. It means in our custom table we will store sales document number 77, line item number 20, date will be today's date, time will be whatever the time, user will be my user ID, my SAP login ID. And what will be the second record? Sales document number 78, line item number 20, date, today's date, time, system time, and whatever the user is there who is doing that particular operation. So our custom table has how many column? 5 column. Sales document number, line item number, date, time, and user. So this is functional specification, and based upon that, yes, a technical person cannot blindly start with the coding. A technical person has to prepare a technical specification. If I will come on to the technical specification, so I added the technical specification also. We will create one additional button in the application toolbar. Yes, this is application toolbar only. We will create a additional button. And what will be the name of the button? Name of the button will be invalidate. We will add that button and we will create one custom table which has 5 columns. VBELN means sales document number, POSNAR means line item number, system date, system time, and system user. So this is our technical specification. Once the technical specification is approved, yes, we will start with the development. So what is the summary of the video? In this video, we started with another change request in the sales order report. We are not going for new development. In the existing development, in the existing process, we are going for additional changes or additional requirement from the customer. That's why we are saying it is a change request. Now, I received so many queries that we want a particular change request or scenario in which we will get a chance to store the data into custom table. So as a part of that, we will take one invalidate functionality. Customer will go for invalidate selecting the line items, and whenever customer will tick on the invalidate button, we will store those line items into the table. It means we will get a chance to learn how to store the line items into custom table, how to delete from the report, how it should not display in the smart form and Adobe form. So all these learnings will be there. And yes, we got the business requirement document. Based upon that, functional prepared the functional specification, technical prepared the technical specification. In the next video, we will start with the development of the same. So that's it in this video. Thank you.